Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to another video. This is a paid request, this time from Jonathan. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of reviews or topics, reactions, commentaries, re-reviews, tier lists, randomness, whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, I know I reviewed this film before, but I think something happened with the video and it was gone. But Playing with Fire from 2019, at least now talked about it again, and I did rewatch it to have my memory fresh. That's at least I could do. Thank you so much again, Jonathan, for your generosity. This film still sucked assholes and elbows. The cast was terrible. The comedy was cringeworthy. As a kid's film, it was stanky as dirty diapers. As a family film, there's a lot of weird shit that you go, what the fuck? Like, it's trying to be Home Alone with firefighters, but it just comes off as, I don't know, Home Alone 4 with firefighters. I'm not a fan of John Cena. I'm not a fan of his acting. I'm not a fan of his wrestling. I don't think he has personality. I don't think he has charisma. I think he is stiff as a board. I think he is very wooden. He's wooden. Even in wrestling, his promos, I just never cared for him. Such a lack of genuine charisma. I do not think he works as a leading man. I do not think he works as a star. There's plenty of wrestlers that have more personality, like Roddy Piper, The Rock. How you feel about him today, Dwayne Johnson has more charisma as a lead. Even Adam Copeland as Edge, the few bits I've seen with him in it, feels like he has more of that it factor compared to John Cena. John Cena. You can't see this. Yeah, because there's nothing there but a lot of hot air. So, he stars as a smoke jumper. I say firefighter, but they're smoke jumpers. They even make that joke repeatedly. You fires? No, we're smoke jumpers. We're cooler. His team consists of T.D. Michael T. What should I say? I wonder if sometimes he just looks at Jordan Peele and go, fuck. Because they were T.M. Peele a team. Jordan Peele, Oscar winner. I think he won the Oscar, didn't he? Or he was nominated. And looked at as a prestige director, maybe not by everybody. I liked him as director because of the 3 films he's done, I like 2 of them. I like Get Out, I like Nope. So, there you go. On the flip side, you looked at T. Michael T. It's like, well, I got The Predator. I got this movie. He's a voice in the Mario Brothers movie. That's success. So there's that. I didn't think he was that funny. I thought he was very irritating. Very hamming it up. Very broad in his humor in this. No subtlety whatsoever. John Leguizamo, I could take or leave John Leguizamo. I didn't mind him in Violent Night. Hell, I didn't mind him in the 93 Mario Brothers movie. It almost felt like he was playing a human version of his character from Ice Age, just without the lisp or whatever. But sometimes the way he acted and tried to talk with the kids, it seemed like he was trying to be like a human version of that Ice Age character. Tyler Mane, he's in the film as a guy who doesn't talk, a mute guy named Axe. And those 4 make the team. Now I should mention the guy who directed this did Race to Witch Mountain, which I liked. I thought that was a fun family film with Dwayne Johnson. I enjoyed that one. But he also did The Game Plan. He also did Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. So this is a guy that definitely has more misses than hits on his filmography. And this feels like a film that was made for Nickelodeon. That's what it feels like. There'd be times where Team Michael T pops up behind him, but you hear like a sound effect, like a whoosh. Like very pushing it for kids. Oh, you can't have the guy pop up behind him without a silly sound effect. Or I don't know why, my brain just malfunctioned. I just went dead. You know how your computer just goes to sleep? Dude, that's literally what my brain did. I just went. Fuck. The plot of the film is John Cena and his team are smoke jumpers. They lead a successful venture early on, but some of their team left because, oh, you guys are small time. It's the four of them left: Cena, T.D. Michael T, Leguizamo, and Tyler Mane. John Cena wants to be the divisional commander because the guy who is that, Dennis Haysbert, which he's a good actor, loved him in Major League. Fuck you, I do it myself with his bat. I love Major League, his character, the Voodoo Man. What did he name the guy he was praying to? Fuck you, Buto. I do it myself. I love that, but now anytime I see him, I always think of the commercials. Like he's going to sell me some insurance because of the car and stuff. I keep that every time I see him as that. But he is a good actor. But he's a divisional commander. He's thinking of finding a new guy to take over his position. John Cena really wants that. And John Cena is just terrible at trying to play comedy, and his reactions and his facial reactions is just so... try to be so broad and so... just no... there's no natural ability to him. Such try hard on that front. John Leguizamo's a neurotic pilot who's bad at cooking. The running gag, one of the running gags is he cooks shit with Spam a lot and no one wants to eat it because it's gross. Another running gag is he keeps misquoting people. So he'll say a piece of dialogue and then he quotes but it's the wrong person. And Tiamat T has to keep saying, nope, you're wrong. Nope, that's incorrect. Not even close. I'm like, this is a gag that just not funny the first time, but you repeat it 8 times at least. So at one point they save these 3 kids from a burning cabin, and it's 3 of the more annoying kids you'll find in a family film. You have the teenage girl who is sarcastic and bitchy. You have the little boy that you just want to doing the dumbest stuff ever. Just did a field goal. Hey, that field goal on fire. And the little girl, it's a 3-year-old girl, so she's not an actress. It's a 3-year-old girl. It's kind of hard to be harsh on a 3-year-old girl. But when I don't know. It seemed more like it was someone's kid who wanted to be put into the movie instead of a little actress. Like, she wasn't 3, but you look at Dakota Fanning and some of the acting she's done in other films. Like, even other films that have little girls. Like, even The Pacifier, I can enjoy. As goofy and as silly as a family film that is, The Pacifier, I enjoyed. Because Vin Diesel was better than John Cena. Vin Diesel knew what kind of movie he was, the way he reacted. The kids didn't seem as incessantly annoying. And really, this is just a crappy version of The Pacifier. That's really the better way to put it. The kids are jerks. Like the boy, oh, cool Nerf guns, and they're fucking flare guns, and he shoots all over the place. Or For some reason, he stuck his hand in a big jar of peanut butter, and there's obvious peanut butter all around. So he wonders, and he, like you can't feel all this peanut butter on your hand, and why are you getting peanut butter in a jar with your hand? And this is like a kid that's, I don't know, 10, 12. Then he gets paint stripper and fucks up the truck. Then he gets a hose and fucks up everything. There's another. The kid just comes off as a moron. Then the 3-year-old, they do this bit where, this is coming. Oh, a poo dad. They gotta change the dirty diaper. You know what did that better? 3 Men and a Baby. Tom Selleck and Steve Gutenberg, because their reaction was subtle, felt more real, which felt more funny. I mean, you two don't like me doing footage, but if you take 3 Men and a Baby scene and this scene, you go side by side, you can clearly see why one works and one doesn't. 3 Men and a Baby, it's more of a real, how they would really react. Oh, it's so gross. And Tom says, like, give me the thing. I don't wanna. Come on, Michael. He get more frustrated. And listen, I'm an architect. I could build tall buildings. I could change a goddamn diaper. Like, their interaction just felt more real and more natural. That's what makes it funny. Because you relate to it or you see yourself in that situation. Here, it's Tina Michael T being big and broad, getting like pliers put on his nose. John Cena leaves. He's in a big fireman suit. Oh, that smell could get through here. This stuff's supposed to take out, keep out nuclear toxins. And the little, and then on top of that, the little girl gets a nail gun, laughing and cheering while shooting a nail gun, almost killing everybody. And the little girl's like, hee 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 hee. Damien from The Omen feels more likable than these kids, and less evil. If the twist was these are demon spawn from the devil, then I could buy it. So you have this annoying, irritating shit, jack, horse shit humor, trying to be Home Alone and failing, trying to be the pacifier and failing. You have terrible lines where, they cooked this meal. Wait a minute. And then Tina Michael T, these are not flapjacks. They're distract jacks. Because the kids are trying to leave and escape. They're not flapjacks, they're distract jacks. This ain't jack shit, is what it is. Terrible, fucking awful dialogue and performances. And I know T.D. Michael T could do better, because him and Jordan did good, and they did a good job on Key and Peele. Not the case in this. There's a bit where they watch My Little Pony. I don't give a rat's ass about My Little Pony. I never did, never will. Don't understand it, don't get it. That's fine if you liked it. If you're a brony, that's fine. I have no issues with that. I'm not going to make fun of people for that. I just don't get it, but it's not my job to get it. Like I said, if you're into My Little Pony and you're a brony, that's fine. I'm not into it. I don't get it. I don't really care to see it. It's not for me. And so, grown up guys watching My Little Pony, I just don't find it funny. I don't find it humorous. I just find it like, okay. That's my reaction. Okay. The little girl wailing every time. I felt like my ears were going to explode out of my asshole. I felt like they were going to bleed like someone's period. Which, that's a nasty image. Your ears bleeding like someone's period. Sorry about that. There's this romance that John Cena tries to have with this environmentalist lady that falls flat because there's a severe lack of chemistry. I don't think the lady does a bad job, but Cena is just a vacuum of charisma. He's a black hole of insight and for his attempts at acting, he should get 4 to 5 years in the state penitentiary. And when the little girl wails, it's just annoying. And you find out that the kids are orphans. And they don't want to be sent away because they know they'll be separated. Ultimately, someone's birthday's coming up. They give presents for the birthday. Dennis Haysbert comes in. He's wondering what's going on. He accidentally sets the cake on fire. The kids try to make a break for it in the Humvee. They almost go off a cliff. John Cena saves them. And then, out of the blue, well, not out of the blue, but then John Cena's like, I'm going to adopt all three. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's in the midst of humor. Oh, John Cena's an old guy, so he doesn't know about texting. So he thinks a poop emoji is ice cream. What's this dessert? He thinks it's ice cream, so people laugh at him because he thinks it's ice cream. He knows a poop emoji. These are the kind of jokes you got, folks. These are the kind of fucking jokes you got. You got kids, they're devil spawn. You got hamming it up, unsubtle comedy, playing very broad. That's what I mean. It feels like a bad Nickelodeon shtick. That's why I'm surprised this isn't from Nickelodeon movies. Fuck, Daddy Daycare with Eddie Murphy, I actually liked. There's some elements I don't like, but overall I did like that film because Eddie Murphy and was it Jeff Garland, Steve Zahn. Those actors I thought did better. I thought Eddie Murphy, I actually liked the bit with him and his kid and their relationship, father and son dynamic. Eddie Murphy's character really trying to be hard to be a good dad, which was refreshing, because usually it's the deadbeat dad. Daddy Daycare I liked. See, I'm not against family films that are meant to be fun and silly and goofy. Hell, Home Alone is... None of those traps would work the way they did. Everybody would be dead. But, you know, it's fun. It works for its intended purposes. The Pacifier, Daddy Daycare worked for their intended purposes, despite some nitpicks I have with them. This one, casts that are given either broad or phony or uncharismatic or unfunny performances, kids that are annoying or irritating or just excruciating and devil spawn, romance that has no chemistry, poop jokes, poop emoji jokes, 3-year-olds almost killing people with nail guns, a boy that apparently has been born yesterday because he doesn't know jack shit about the world because it's the stupid shit he does. My Little Pony references, a reference to the floss. Remember the floss dance where you're like, I'm not even going to do it. Because seeing the girl get married and him and the kids are doing the floss dance. That said it all. Yeah, you play with fire, you get fucking burned. Just like this movie should be burned at the stake. And piss on the ashes. Terrible comedy. Terrible film. And... fuck this goddamn movie. Easily one of the worst films of 2019, easily. So, and John Cena, I please stop acting, dude. You can't hack it, you can't do it. Later.